Hello and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. We're going to discuss the back-end max exit strategy for cryptocurrency markets on this video. What Nance's departure from Canada truly implies, I've got you taken care of there. Since many people are once again becoming positive, let's discuss the significance of Bitcoin's recent decline. And that's the kind of news you'd welcome. And Stuart will fill us in on all the commotion as well. The Securities and Exchange Commission and national digital currencies will also be discussed. And the huge news that just came out today from Anthony Welfare, who works for Ripple as their CBDC. Size-wise, it's a monster. Let's jump right into it, there's no time to waste. Bitcoins are presently trading at $27,366. It's up 1.39% in the past day and a half $1,838 for Ethereum. Can we call that 1.43%? In the last day, USDT and USD have both arrived at their dollar targets, while the average lien for XRP has been 44 cents. As Bitcoin's dominance grows, the market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies has increased by nearly 1% in the past 24 hours to $1.15 trillion. It's at 46%. What should we do now? You never know what the future may hold. I can only wait and see what happens in due time. You won't find someone with a crystal ball. What the whales are up to is a mystery to us. But here's what I'm thinking, maybe that $25,000 Bitcoin we saw only triggered the bottom to go up and up and up. I still think Bitcoin is going to have a great breakthrough in the next few months, so we're staying bullish till summer. My best guess is that it will cost between $40,000 and $42,000. My project, Lux Lions Discord, is having an AMA on Tuesday, so we'll see what happens then. Again, I'm going to invade your space with a huge announcement. Constantly occurring. I spend about 10-12 hours every day working on this. The results are clear. The public is ecstatic. And the news we'll be sharing on Tuesday will send shockwaves through the industry. Listen up, I just tweeted about it. I now have access to the Discord link. Arise and participate. Please reserve a seat, there is no charge. You'll be interested in what we're about to reveal, so get a cup of coffee and settle in. Yesterday, CoinDesk published a piece discussing the mass delisting of tokens by cryptocurrency exchange BAT. You should be asking yourself why. So why now? The unexpected decision to delist these tokens by BAT begs the question of why. There must be a lot of famous people here. Filecoin Avalanche, University Swap create a DAO even if you're XLM. I can only think of one of two reasons why nobody is buying them, there is no liquidity. Let's be honest here, either they have inside information or they know that BAT is about to meet with the SEC. All that can be listed is known to them. They are aware of what they can legally sell. They are aware of which cryptocurrencies will be subject to SEC regulations and guidelines. It's either one of those or something else entirely. The list of names is amazing, though. In particular, exceptional. Since Jed McCaleb is in it for the money, many people gave his GraySLM project the benefit of the doubt. Whatever it is, folks, I have no idea. I anticipate a flood of new data on this topic in the near future. We all know that Nasdaq has promised to go live in the second quarter, and that quarter will expire next month. It will be fascinating to see what products and services the Nasdaq offers, as well as what they decide to list and what they decide not to list, when they make their announcement. My ears are open and I am listening. In other words, I'm not sleeping. I think you should join me in looking. Binance is a crypto exchange. The Canadians are leaving. The largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world has said that the regulatory tensions happening there are exactly the same. So, they left due to recent regulations limiting their ability to invest in stable currency. We have great expectations for the rest of the Canadian blockchain industry, as stated here. On Friday, the company tweeted that the Canadian market was no longer viable for purchase due to new advice regarding stablecoins and investor limits supplied by the crypto exchange. The Canadian Securities Administrators (CSA) issued new guidelines in February that forbade crypto asset trading platforms in the country from facilitating the purchase or deposit of stable coins without first getting the okay from Canadian securities regulators. In order to pass the CSA due diligence tests and receive approval, you must use a cryptocurrency trading platform. It's intriguing to wonder if Nance's departure is due to a failure to meet regulatory requirements or a lack of funds from Canadian customers. What a waste of time and effort. Nance's departure from Canada is another development to watch. The company has already abandoned the United States' stock exchanges. And then we get this quote that says Bitcoin falls to 2-month lows as coin does best. The trend for Bitcoin appears to have shifted from bullish to neutral. In that case, what are we looking at? Well, it seems like everyone is suddenly feeling a little more energized and upbeat. For me, $25,000 was the absolute bottom for Bitcoin. It's possible we could drop below that mark after the summer, but I doubt it. In my opinion, the outlook here remains bullish. We shouldn't have become bearish, in my opinion. I don't think a change of 25,000 was necessary. Finally, we're going to get the boost we've been needing. People, only time will tell. Listen, I've posted a lot on this feed, and most of it's inaccurate. Yes, I'm a human, and you're all wrong. In the crypto world, don't believe everyone who claims to know everything. They were aware of what was happening. The reason being that, as humans, we are ultimately limited to following patterns and graphs. The Bitcoin indicator has recently moved out of the neutral zone. To plunge ahead without fear. A chief legal officer at Ripple has criticized the SEC's arguments, calling attention to a Supreme Court case from 1946 called the Howey case, which most people are familiar with by now as proof that XRP is a security. According to this, precedent in the law is on Ripple's side. They were wrong then, and they're wrong now in saying that the SEC is correct. What a profound observation, an observation made by foolish all the rowdy right now. Why? Because once this case is resolved, XRP will have a 3-year head start over other popular cryptocurrencies. There will be no transparency in any other cryptocurrency, be it XLM, Ethereum, Cardano, File, Coin, Avalanche, or anything else. And I'll be talking more about this in today's second video. But here's what I'd like you to consider. Pay close attention to what we are about to say. The cryptocurrency markets are not the subject of a judgment from Judge Torres. Just because she comes out and says XRP is not a security does not mean that the rest of the market and the rest of the cryptocurrencies out there are not securities as well. This is why I think it has taken her a little bit longer to make a ruling on the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit and the legal status of XRP. Nothing could be further from the truth. The entire cryptocurrency industry is at stake, and Ripple is suing the SEC for it. Ripple has been very clear from the beginning of this litigation that they want her to at least report status on XRP. We are aware of the SEC's repeated statements. Those officials will not be the ones to provide guidance on how to govern these cryptos. They will issue recommendations outlining what they think is safe, but ultimately the courts will have to make the call. This tweet from the SEC on the Reb case stands out because it makes a bold statement and reveals what appears to be yet another sleight of hand by the SEC. With no shared goal in mind. Whether or not investors' success depends on the actions of others is irrelevant. This does not pass the Howey test easily. Take a moment to consider this. Howey's hypothesis. Hey, it's 1946. In the year 2023, you're still employing the Howey test. It's not the same thing at all to determine whether or not a cryptocurrency is a security. And a beneficiary named Anthony. Central bank digital currency, the Ripple team, and the Digital Pound Foundation are all crucial to the future of central bank digital currencies. Here it says so. A recent report from Juniper Research estimates that the market value of digital currencies issued by central banks will increase from $100 million in 2018 to $213 billion in 2030. There will be 213 billion of US and CBD currencies in 7 years. We have 3 central banks with the names Anthony Welfare to distill 4 or 5 that haven't been announced yet, and they are all working with the Ripple team, as Anthony Welfare is telling you. Consider the current events and the people involved. Now consider the central banks that will be using the Interledger protocol and the XRP ledger, such as POW, who is backing the U.S. Dollar on a public ledger by XRP focus all means something. Ripple isn't out here every single day talking with the central banks to not to get them to use the XRP ledger, to not to get them to use XRP to help move money in and out of the country through a neutral bridge asset, and to free up these 10+ trillion. Just going to leave it there. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.